All right, this is a continuation of our notes, so make sure you have your paper and your pencil, and we are going to be focusing on vocabulary. And so this is our, our expressions unit, just a continuation of expressions. And there's some parts of expressions that we need to understand and we need to know. So let's take a look at an expression example. So let's take a look at an expression. Let's say, for instance, I have the problem or the expression 4n plus 9 plus 2n. That is my expression. Now, there's some parts of this, some words that you need to know when you're referencing an expression. The first word that you want to know is terms. Terms is our first vocabulary word. Now, some may say, what is a term? Well, let's talk about that. There are 3 different terms in this expression. We have one here, and one here. So we have 3 terms. Now, how do I know what a term is? Well, a term is each part of an algebraic expression separated by addition and subtraction. So looking here at this expression, I have 2 addition symbols that separate my 3 different terms. All right, so we have 3 terms in this problem. Let's continue. The next thing you want to think about is like terms. So what's the difference between a term and a like term? Well, do we have any like terms? The like terms that I see are 4n and 2n. Well, how do we know what constitute alike terms? So, like terms are terms that contain the same exact variable, such as, so here's some examples, x, 2x, 10x, 0.5x. All of these are like terms. So in this problem, our like terms are 4n and 2n because they have the same exact variable. All right, let's continue. So now, what is a coefficient? All right, a coefficient is the number multiplied by the variable. So let's write that. The number multiplied by the variable. And then if you don't remember, take a look back at your notes on evaluating expressions. We talked about what a variable is. A variable is just a letter representing a number. And so when we say a number multiplied by a variable, let's take a look at our expression. Well, I can see two different variables. And so I see two terms with variables. Let me write those down. So we have 4n and 2n. And remember what we said about a number being directly next to a variable. That means they are being multiplied. So this is 4 times n, and this is 2 times n. So the coefficient, the number being multiplied by the variable, would have to be 4n, the coefficient is 4, the number being multiplied by the variable n, 4, and 2n, the coefficient, is 2. I hope you are writing these good notes with me as I write them on my paper. So we have 3 different vocabulary words. We have one more. So we have terms, like terms, and coefficient. So now let's talk about constant. Last word, constant. Now, what is a constant? So looking at our expression, is there anything here? We know that a variable can be changed when we plug in different values for numbers, so that's not very constant. What is a number here that will always stay the same, no matter what? And so if you're guessing that number is 9, you are correct. Our constant in that expression would have to be the 9. And 9 is the constant it is the term without a variable. A term without a variable. And let's just add this, just the number. So if we take a look here, 9 is just constant. 9 will always be 9. No matter what I do to 9, 9 will be 9. And so that is our constant, just the number in the expression. I hope you took some good notes.